अरविंद, कल इंडिया में हमने वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट M&A एक्टिविटी देखी इन टर्म्स ऑफ वोडाफोन एंड आइडिया मर्जर. एंड अगर आप टेलीकॉम स्पेस को इंडिया में देखें, clearly there are two poles or extremes, I would say. So on one hand or one extreme you have something like Reliance, which is not a pure telecom play but which is causing a lot of tectonic shift in the overall telecom market in India. And on the other hand you have incumbent telecom players. आपका व्यू इन दोनों के बीच में क्या है and how one should balance?
Well, clearly Reliance Jio has been a big disruptive force. And it has forced, Bharti at least has the deep pockets to be able to withstand and do it. But Idea was a weak player, so Vodafone ke saath merge karke they're able to make stronger. But I think telecom sector में इतना ज़्यादा competition अभी भी है कि थोड़ा time लगेगा emerge करने के लिए कि इसका क्या नया model है, कितना fast data जैसे increase हो रहा है और स्मार्टफोन्स इंक्रीज हो रहे हैं, तो हाउ क्विकली कैन दिस बी मोनेटाइज्ड, टर्न फ्रॉम अ कंपेटिटिव लॉस मेकिंग टू competitive profit making, and that will take some time. So I think there'll be opportunities, but the survivors, the three big survivors are clearly Reliance, Bharti and Vodafone Idea, and there are other marginal players that are going to be forced to, I don't think they can make a viable run. So I would like to see more consolidation of more of the नंबर 4, 5, 6 जो भी बच गए हैं.
जी, लेकिन मिस्टर सेंगर, रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज पर आपका क्या व्यू है? जो रैली स्टॉक में इग्नाइट हुई है वो आप सस्टेन होता हुआ देख रहे हैं क्या? क्योंकि जो मोमेंटम इसने एक स्ट्रॉन्ग अंडर परफॉर्मेंस के बाद दिखाया, उसके बाद व्यूज तो काफी बुलिश हैं, पर आपकी राय क्या है?
हाँ, रिलायंस में दो तीन इश्यूज हैं. एक तो है कि रिफाइनिंग जो उनका ट्रेडिशनल कोर बिजनेस था उसमें क्या चल रहा है, तो उसमें रिफाइनिंग मार्जिन्स एशिया में आर ओके बट नथिंग जिससे कि काफी ऊपर या नीचे कहा जा सकता है. दूसरा उनकी न्यू प्रोजेक्ट्स, जो एक रिफाइनिंग की पेटको गैसिफिकेशन और दूसरी एक पेट्रोकेमिकल प्रोजेक्ट, वो पेटको प्रोजेक्ट थोड़ा डिले हो रहा है उसका इम्प्लीमेंटेशन. पेट्रोकेमिकल प्रोजेक्ट इज कमिंग ऑन, सो दैट शुड ड्राइव अर्निंग्स. And then you have the whole Reliance Jio situation, and Jio में after investing so much money, ऐसा लग रहा है कि अभी जो उन्होंने प्राइसिंग अनाउंस की है उससे उसमें कुछ रिटर्न्स आने शुरू हो जाएं. तो जो रैली आई है recently, that has been mostly driven by expectation and hope that Reliance Jio will start to earn some returns. So I think stock can work if they can deliver on those returns and have some of these projects on the petrochemical and refining side start up. Those can all three combined drive earnings growth, because Reliance has been in an investment mode. 3 साल से investment mode में है और उसमें कुछ 3-4 साल से उसमें कुछ उसका return मुनाफा फायदा नहीं दिख रहा था. So I think it is quite likely कि next 2-3 years में slowly some of these things on all these investments, जैसे कि उनका profit आने लगेगा, then Reliance could be one of the leading performers because of that earnings growth.
Arvind, also दो जो I would say sectors जो कि खुलकर actually participate नहीं कर पा रहे, I mean they are not a drag, but at the same time they are not giving any fillip to the market, at least in the medium term, are IT and pharma. And clearly वहाँ पर जो concerns हैं, they are coming from where you are right now, courtesy Mr. Trump. आपका व्यू क्या है आईटी स्टॉक्स पर और फार्मा स्टॉक्स पर?
I think both have some headwinds. Now valuations have gotten quite attractive, but the headwinds are pharma में what kind of pricing pressures will be put on drug pricing, which Trump has talked about a few times, but उसकी policy क्या होगी अभी तक समझ में नहीं आया है on pharma. So there is a lot of policy uncertainty. There's a lot of pricing uncertainty. There's a lot of uncertainty. So I think that till that uncertainty clears up, these stocks will remain somewhat in a trading range. As far as IT is concerned, IT के challenges दो हैं. एक challenge which was already showing up is significant increase in automation, therefore reduction of demand for low-level programming, and that was already a headwind that the industry was facing. और अब उसके ऊपर से आ गई है H1B का issue. So when you have both these issues, the one is structural, One is legal and could become structural in terms of forcing, change in the business model in terms of how much they can do onshoring with Indian, staff traveling on H-1Bs. So I think these two create challenges that will have to be offset by the fact that the financial sector in BFSI, which is the biggest customer for Indian IT companies, those stocks are doing quite well. Unki earnings की expectations amongst investors काफी improve हो गई हैं. So that is a positive. The negative is these two factors. So I think IT stocks will work at some point when we get more clarity. In both these situations, clarity will help. Some of the challenges will remain, but I think once we get clarity on what the scope of those challenges are, तो फिर इन stocks का थोड़ा buying improvement हो सकता है.
So one or two last questions. So Arvind, safely ये कहा जा सकता है Indian markets के लिए that at least at this point they are far from overheating?
Yes, if you have a 12 to 24 month view, I think India is one of the best growth. Indian companies present some of the best growth stories in global investing. So I don't think it's overheated. And plus, more than foreign investors, Indian investors के पास आजकल real estate में पैसा लगाने में कोई फायदा नहीं है, उसमें losses हो रहे हैं. Gold has not been an interesting place to invest for a long time. So the stock market has become certainly an attractive investment option for Indian savings, and I think that suggests that Indian market में अभी काफी तेजी आ सकती है as all that money comes into the market.
So reasonable expectation would be about 10 to 15% return on an annual basis from here.
I think it could be 15% plus on an annual basis for the next couple of years, because earnings themselves, I think 15% के ऊपर तो earnings का हमारा growth का expectation है FY 18, FY 19 15% plus, तो उतना तो आना ही चाहिए. और उसके ऊपर से अगर multiple expansions आए because of money flows, then it could give you closer to 20%. So 15 to 20% would be my expectation.
जी वेल थैंक यू मिस्टर सेंगर, आपने समय दिया जी बिजनेस को अपने व्यू शेयर किए, एंड गुड नाइट टू यू, क्योंकि वहाँ पर ऑलरेडी काफ़ी लेट है न्यूयॉर्क में.